now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Monica Coleman. It's Saturday, August 13th. We've got a lot of news to get to, but first let's start this half hour with weather. Meteorologist Brennan Minchef is with us today. Tell us, what can we expect if you plan to go to maybe the Garlic Festival today in Stockton? We start this morning with the city of Sacramento announcing a more than $1 million settlement for the parents of Stephon Clark. Clark was shot and killed by Sacramento police in his grandmother's backyard. And happening today, a vigil to honor 20-year-old Corey Shearer, the man who was gunned down at a party in Rancho Cordova just over a week ago. The former Amador High School football star. The Sacramento Police Department is learning more about a series of mysterious and frightening explosions in the city. ABC 10's Giacomo Luca has those new details and reaction from a neighbor who wants answers. Back in California, several bills are now moving forward after a secretive process that only happens in this state. ABC 10's Morgan Reiner covers all things politics and breaks down the bills making it through. Some of the big ones that did not pass, equally as important. One that would allow prosecutors to sue social media companies for using addicting features that harm children. And to give us a sneak peek of what to expect this evening, we have Aaron Boyce joining us live this morning. He is the marketing director of Florence Square. Good morning, Aaron. How are you doing?
Good morning, Monica. How are you doing? I'm great.
I'm good. I'm great. All right. Well, my first question for you, explain to us what makes the Florence Square Shopping Center so unique. And Aaron, the free screening of Sacramento's Black Wall Street will be today at 2 and 6 p.m. Without giving too much away, what can people expect when they come out to see the screening? Speaking of the heat, experts say one of the hottest places in LA County is the San Fernando Valley. Let's talk some sports now. The San Francisco 49ers got a taste of preseason football, and the Sacramento Kings added a new player to their roster. Kevin John is standing by with everything you need to know. Now let's get to our top stories of the morning. We start with the city of Sacramento announcing a more than $1 million settlement for the parents of Stephon Clark. All this comes as Stephon would have celebrated his 27th birthday just this past Wednesday. Stephante tells us he has events planned this weekend to both honor his life, but also to continue their calls for justice and accountability. Turning now to the homeless crisis. A mother in South Sacramento says she is fed up with the nearby homeless encampment. She has called city officials, the fire department, and police pleading for help. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has a closer look at the issue. Now to what firefighters are calling a monster fire, showing no signs of letting up. The wildfire is in France, being fueled by intense heat and major drought conditions. And also nearly 10,000 people have been forced to evacuate their homes. Now let's take a little trip down the back road. On this pit stop, ABC 10's John Bartel takes us to Mono County to see the Hot Creek geological site. New this morning, if you are ready to Netflix and anything but chill, there's an action-packed, star-studded vampire movie on the streaming service right now. Marcus Allen says it's what to watch. On Saturday, we love to introduce you to a furry friend of the Sacramento SPCA that's ready to find a forever home. But today, we're going to tell you about an event where you can pick one of the many four-legged friends looking for love. One last thing this morning, some local CEOs got a little more than their feet wet, and it was all for a good cause. Summer is not over, huh?
Absolutely not. It's coming back.
And if you do plan to go to the Garlic Festival, make sure that you bring some water, because I know a lot of that food is going to be full of salt. You're going to need to stay hydrated.
Absolutely. Sunscreen, too. That's important.
Most definitely. All right, don't forget the screening of Black Sacramento Wall Street is at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Make sure you take the kiddos. It's going to be phenomenal.